We're back in Winchester, California. You guessed it, more new construction here in Winchester. This place is absolutely growing every single week. And today I'm here to tour with you La Ventana by DR Horton Homes. There's quite a few communities by DR Horton here in the area, so it's pretty popular. These are some floor plans that have been featured in some other communities. I can't wait to show them off to you. Let's get to it. Hey guys, I'm Andrew Lewis, your local Temecula Valley realtor, and this channel is dedicated to all things living in the Temecula Valley. From new construction tours to neighborhood spotlights to new things coming here to the Valley. I want you and your family to know exactly what it's like living here before you make the move. Let's get to those models. All right, first up we have the 1890 floor plan. You guessed it, 1,890 square feet. Amazing how simple DR Horton makes these. But this is a 4-bedroom, single-story floor plan. I think you're really gonna like it. So heading in through the front door here, off to the left we have this first guest bedroom here. It's just got the sliding door closet, no walk-in or anything here, but right off of the entry space. And out the doorway here, we have a guest bathroom. So you've got the tub shower combo and just a single sink. That's gonna be the bathroom that your main guests will use inside of this home. Next to that, we've got guest bedroom number 2, about equal size to the first bedroom as well. So this would be probably the side of the house that you've got the kids on. That's why they've got them decorated like kids' bedrooms. Got a nice long hallway here. Headed off to the right, we've got the garage door right here. And then through here, we actually have like a mother-in-law setup. It's an ensuite bathroom right here, single sink. You've got the shower only here. And then it is attached to this bedroom here. So, you know, if you have an older kid living with you or some in-laws, something like that, this is a really great floor plan for that and offers some versatility for them. As we head back out through here, straight across the hallway, we have a laundry room here, plenty of space. You've got your hookups there, no sink or anything like that, just the cabinets as you see them. And then through here, we've got the great room. This is what I love about DR Horton that they've been doing recently is vaulted ceilings. The beams are an upcharge, an extra decor item, but they just open these spaces up and they feel really great. Kitchen, you've got electric appliances. That's gonna be new with most new construction here in the area as they're getting away from natural gas, but you've got your kitchen island and plenty of cabinet space. Here's your dining room area here, open to your family room and a little peek off into the backyard. A lot of space here in your family/living room area. They've got the recessed lights here, which do come with your home, so that is a pro that DR Horton is offering. And then a little nook space here and headed into the primary suite. So lots of room here. I like that the rooms here are actually separated from the bedrooms. You know, even like the kids' rooms versus the in-law suite versus the master bedroom, they're all separate. So everyone has lots of privacy. Headed into the bathroom here, you do have dual sinks, but I do want to note that you're not getting a master bathroom tub. So make sure that you're aware of that. You're just getting the shower. Big closet space here, plenty of room for all your stuff. And then headed back through the bathroom here. Okay, next up we have the 2537. Again, you guessed it, 2,537 square feet. This is 5 bedrooms with a loft, 3 bathrooms, lots of space inside of this one. Let's head in and check it out. Nice big entry space here, long hallway leading down to the living area. But first stop here would be what they've got set up as an office, but this would be one of your 5 bedrooms here. So facing the front of the house, no walk-in closet to this one, just your standard sliding doors. Directly across the hallway here would be one of your guest bathrooms, single sink, standing shower there, no bathtub with this one, but that will be your main guest bathroom for those that are visiting your home. check out this gigantic open space here. Again, vaulted ceilings makes it feel big. The kitchen is open to the family and the dining area. And with this floor plan compared to the last one we were in, you get a little bit more cabinet space. So you can see more cabinetry here. You've got a big kitchen island, which allows you to seat 3 people there. And then through here, you can get to your laundry area with your cabinetry above, and then garage space. And then here is your pantry. Headed back through the kitchen, we will head into the dining room area. You can see plenty of room for a big table here. You could easily seat 8 to 10 people in here if you needed to. A peek for you at what the backyard would look like. And then into this living space. It just feels so bright and open here, especially when they do these tall ceilings like they do. It's actually one of my favorite features that they've been doing inside of these homes. Here is your primary bedroom here, your master bedroom. So very similar to the floor plan we were just inside, where you've got the bedroom right here off of the living space, but totally separate from the other bedrooms. And so right here, we've got dual sinks. Again, just the shower here, so no tub again, keep that in mind. You've got your toilet area here. Of course, we've just got to prove to you that it's there, and then your primary closet. So we'll head back out through here and go take a peek at the upstairs. These stairs are actually ultra wide. It might be hard to tell here in the video, but they're actually maybe twice as wide as what they normally would be. And then it narrows up a little bit as we start to go up the second set here, but it feels big and spacious. Here is a huge loft space for you. Tons of flex space here for you to do whatever you want. That sectional is absolutely massive. So let's head down the hallway here and explore what we've got. Upstairs guest bedroom or bathroom here. You've got 2 sinks and your tub shower combo. Directly across the hall would be upstairs guest bedroom number 1, about the same size as what we saw downstairs. That office room, they're very similar size. This one's looking out towards the front of the home. And then we'll slide through here and go check out the other 2 bedrooms upstairs. Upstairs guest bedroom number 2. So again, about equal size. You do have a walk-in closet on this one, so you might have some kids fighting for that space there. And then directly across the hall, another similar sized bedroom, and pretty similar to the other ones there. No walk-in closet on this one, so again, keep that in mind. But this space is perfect because you can have 3 kids living upstairs with their own loft, and you just wouldn't even see any of the mess downstairs. Next up, we've got the 2946. This one's really special, guys. It's got a multi-gen suite attached to it. We'll show you that here once we go through the main home. But as we come through here, you'll see that glass door, which will lead you into the multi-gen suite. Again, I'll save the best part for last, but this one offers you a ton of flexibility. So you walk directly into this main living space. Again, very open, very similar feeling to the other floor plans where your kitchen, your dining, and your living space are all attached to one another. Maybe a little bit less cabinetry space in this one than in the previous model, but that's because the multi-gen unit is taking up some of the downstairs space. So look through the dining room here and off into the backyard. There are going to be some lots in the community that are larger than this, but this gives you an idea of about your standard size. So keep that in mind as we're looking through things here. Through the main living space, large sectional here. You've got plenty of room for seating, and then you've got this table space over here that's, could be for a piano or something like that. Plenty of space. You've got a full downstairs bedroom and bathroom here, so a peek at that downstairs guest bathroom, single sink, shower only, and then headed into the guest bedroom here. Perfect for in-laws or somebody that doesn't want to go up the stairs. So full bedroom and bathroom downstairs. The door straight ahead takes you through the garage, which we won't check out here, but we'll head upstairs and we are going to come up into a big loft space. So this one is built for big families or multiple people living in here, but a big loft space here, plenty of room for couch and TV and entertainment, or desks, homeschool option, whatever you want to do with that. Through the laundry room here, check this one out. It's the biggest laundry room of all the floor plans we've looked at. So if you love the laundry, this is the one for you. We'll head over here to upstairs guest bathroom and dual sinks, tub shower combo with this one. And then you've got a bedroom right here, not directly attached, but right down the hallway. So upstairs guest bedroom right here, plenty of space there. And you've got your sliding door closet. we'll head back out into the loft. The loft is kind of the hub of the home upstairs anyways. Right here off to the right-hand side, we're gonna check out your primary suite, your master bedroom here. Lots of room inside of this one. Check that out. A big king-size bed with nightstands on either side, a big dresser there, and you still have plenty of space. Heading into the bathroom here, again, shower only. That's my only knock on D.R. Horton right now, is that they've gotten rid of their tubs. And so if you are a bathtub person, you're gonna be disappointed in these homes. But toilet room there, of course, we've got to prove that to you there. And then a really good sized closet space, his and hers room inside of this one. So we'll head back out here and venture off into another guest bedroom right here, right outside of the master. So maybe a little bit less privacy here, but this is actually a big bedroom. So they've got this set up with 2 beds in here. So you do have room for, you know, maybe some kids that are gonna share some space inside of this room. It does have a little bit more room than the rest of the guest bedrooms. Now we're gonna head back out and head downstairs. And this is where I wanna show you this multi-gen suite. If you're not familiar with multi-gen suite, this is basically an attached apartment to your home. A lot of people use these for rental income. You can actually close this door off that leads directly in there. Other people will use them for family members to live inside the unit. Maybe you have some aging parents that want some of their privacy, maybe away from the grandkids for some time, and they'll use this. So it's gonna have its own completely separate and private entrance. That's what people really love about these. So we're gonna go right through what looks like its own front door, which it is, has its own separate doorbell and everything. We'll head right through here, directly into the living room. So this is gonna be a compact apartment feel to it. You've got a living room here. Again, they've got a desk, 2 couches, TV set up, so you've got space. We're gonna head down this hallway here, which actually has its own kitchenette. So you've got sink, you've got microwave. What you see there that looks like a dishwasher is actually a refrigerator, so don't miss that. But it's got its own bathroom here, single sink and shower in there. And then here is the primary bedroom inside of this multi-gen suite with its own access to the backyard. So they get their own private space inside of the backyard as well, their own bedroom, their own kitchen, their own bathroom. And then what we'll look at here is their own laundry space as well. A stackable washer and dryer inside of there, which gives them plenty of freedom to do whatever they want. All right, so now that we have viewed those beautiful model homes, La Ventana by D.R. Horton here in Winchester, it's time to get back here and get into the nitty-gritty about what it's like actually living inside of this community. I don't want to just show off the model homes and get you all excited about them, but I want to tell you exactly what to expect before you make the move into this community. We'll break down for you all the prices, all the floor plans, talk to you about solar, give you some tips and advice, so stick with us all the way to the end here. First off, let's start talking about some of the pros to living inside of this community. So pros to this is number one, that you get a park with some amenities, but there's no HOA. That is a huge pro for you because a lot of new construction here in the area is starting to come with an HOA regardless of what it brings for amenities. So with this one, you're getting a park that's got a tot lot, basketball, baseball fields, some picnic areas, some little walking trails here and there. So not a huge park, but a nice little community park that you can use, and you get access to that with no additional cost to you, which is really great news. Now, on top of that, you do also have pretty quick, easy access to the 215 freeway from this community. So if you're a commuter, that is going to mean a lot to you. You're just gonna hop right onto Dominigoni. That's your main road that will lead you down to Newport Road in Menifee and take you straight to the 215 freeway. That will get you south into San Diego or up north into Riverside if you end up commuting either of those directions. So, and then the last thing I would put for you is that there is no HOA. So it's going to keep it ultra affordable for you here inside of the community. Now let's talk about some of the cons to living inside of this community. Con number one is one that I already said was a pro, but some people see it as a con as well, so I'll put it there. No HOA. That means that there's nobody regulating what your neighbor can do with their home. So if they decide to paint that house purple, guess what? You're stuck with it, and there's not much you can do there. So it does keep it affordable, but it does mean that there's nobody to police things. So that's just something to be aware of. Now, outside of that, Winchester is expanding very quickly, as I said in the intro to this video, and that means there is a ton of construction going on right now. And even if you get into the later phases of this community, you're going to be dealing with a lot of construction for years and years to come. So that is something that you want to be aware of. And lastly, right now in the immediate area, shopping is pretty limited. You're gonna have to drive 5 to 10 minutes to get to your shopping and dining options. There's not a whole lot close, although again, there is a ton being built up right now, including retail shopping centers, restaurants, all of that. Those things are coming, but if you catch this in the early phases, there's not a whole lot there yet, so something you want to factor in as well. All right, let's touch on those amenities. So as I mentioned, no HOA, so no formal amenities, but you do get a small community park that's going to come along with it for no HOA cost. As I mentioned, that's going to have picnic areas, some small walking trails, grass areas. You'll have some basketball, some area for baseball. And so just a great space for the community to share, spend some time outdoors and enjoy some of the beautiful Southern California weather. Now let's move on to talk about HOA and property taxes. Those are the two factors you're going to want to factor in to your monthly payment cost anytime you're buying a new construction. So when it comes to your HOA, I already said it, $0. You don't have to worry about any of that. Some communities are $100 or more, so this is saving you some money with zero HOA. Now the one thing that you will have here is property taxes, and those right now are at 1.9%. So that's going to include your base tax rate for Riverside County, as well as special assessments, or some would say Mello-Roos. All of that baked together is 1.9% of the purchase price of the home. So what does that mean for you? You're simply gonna take the purchase price, which we're gonna get to in just a moment. You'll multiply that by 1.9% to tell you what your annual tax bill will be. Now, about 90% of buyers are going to have that payment impounded into their monthly payment. So you're going to take your principal and interest that you'll have on the home, and then you'll add the property taxes in there. So take that 1.9% annual bill, divide that by 12, and that's going to go into your monthly mortgage payment. So make sure you're factoring those numbers in to get yourself a really realistic payment on what you'd be paying for this home. All right, now let's move on to the actual prices for these homes. I know that's what you've been waiting for us to get to. So when it comes to prices, two quick caveats for you. One is that these are base prices as of today. Every single new construction community here in our area sells homes in phases. This is the current phase pricing. Every single phase is going to come with a $5,000 to $10,000 price increase, sometimes more. So the earlier you get in, the better for you. So make sure you reach out to me today so we can get you on the interest list and get you in line to get one of the early phases so you can see some instant equity as soon as you move into that community. Now, the second caveat being these are base prices. Again, this is not going to include lot premiums. So if you choose to buy the biggest lot in the neighborhood, that's going to cost you more. If you're going to add any sort of upgrades to flooring or anything like that, that is going to cost you extra. So we'll factor that in when we take you in to go visit some of these properties. So we did tour 3 models today, but inside of the community, there are actually 6 floor plans. I'm gonna give you pricing for all, and then I will tell you where I can get you some access to see what these other floor plans look like as well. First up, we've got the 1890 floor plan. That is the 4-bed, 3-bathroom, single story. The 1890 is actually the square footage. So the model of the home is actually the square footage, so keep that in mind as we go through. That one we did tour today. That is $645,000. Next up is the 2259, you guessed it, 2,259 square feet, 4-bed, 3-bathroom, that is selling for $658,000 currently. Next up is the 2311, 2,311 square feet, 5-bedroom, 3-bathroom is going for $670,000. Then we've got the 2537, that was another one we did get to tour today. That is the 2,537 square feet, 5-bed, 3-bath, starting at $693,000. Now, the most expensive is the 2946. We did tour that one. That's the one with the next-gen unit attached to it. That's why the price is higher than all of the rest. That is the 5-bedroom, 4-bath, $747,000 starting price as of today. Now, there is one home bigger than that next-gen home. That is the 3015. That is a 5-bedroom, 3-bath. It's less than the next gen. It's at $739,000. If you'd like to see more on that specific floor plan, you can check out our video on Avellino, a different community in Wildomar, but it does show you the 3015 model and what that will look like inside. Now we talk about solar panels. Because you're buying a home here in Southern California, it is going to come with solar panels. There's no way around it. Now, usually we talk about, should you purchase them? Should you lease them? Because the builder forces you into one of those two options. One of the really cool things that D.R. Horton is doing right now is they are actually including solar in their pricing. So the home prices I just told you includes a purchase of a solar system. That means that's already on there and you don't have to worry about any extra cost or making a decision on which is best for you. So you're gonna go ahead and purchase those panels. And just one little caveat for you here is it's a starter base set of panels. Now this is not going to give you free electricity for life inside of this home. It's basically going to supplement your electric bill. It's likely not going to cover your entire electric bill unless you work in LA and you're gone for 13, 14 hours a day and you don't believe in air conditioning and you never turn a light on. In that case, it may cover your full electric bill. But if you have any sort of regular job, you're not gone for long periods of time, or maybe you even stay home for work, then it's going to just be a supplement for you. So keep that in mind. Next up, let's talk about the schools. If you've got little ones going to school, this will be important to you. And it's definitely something you want to pay attention to when it comes to living in Winchester. So if you were to move to Murrieta or Temecula, you get Murrieta schools or Temecula schools. When you come to Winchester, it's kind of a smorgasbord right now as far as what is available out there. So sometimes you get lucky and you get Temecula schools in Winchester. Sometimes you get Hemet schools or Menifee, Romaland schools. You're kind of all over the map as far as what schools you get assigned to. So it's something you want to pay attention to. Within this community, you'll be a part of the Romaland School District. So you're going to have Boulder Ridge Elementary, and that is rated a 6 out of 10 at greatschools.org. That's the system that we use to grade all of the schools here in the area. So you can type in Boulder Ridge Elementary. It'll take you straight there to take a look at some of the scores and reviews from parents and students there as well. Now, next up for middle school, you've got Ethan A. Chase Middle School. That is rated a 5 out of 10 on greatschools.org. And last but not least, you've got Heritage High School. That is also rated a 5 out of 10 on greatschools.org. So middle of the road schools. Over time, as Winchester starts to develop, I do expect some of these schools to increase in some of their test scores as more tax dollars and some of that comes in. But for now, you're looking middle of the road. You can definitely get better schools in Murrieta or Temecula, but you can't beat the bang for your buck you're gonna get here. All right, so let me give you a few quick tips that you're going to want to take into account before buying any new construction. First and foremost, when it comes to visiting this community, you're going to want to reach out to me and make sure that myself or my team are there with you on your very first visit to the community. Please do not just type in the address and go there. If you do, as soon as you walk into that sales office without a real estate agent, you've waived that right to have that real estate agent, and you are now electing for the sales office to represent you in the sale. Well, guess what? The sales office is paid by the builder. Who are they negotiating for? Not you, the builder. So you're going to want us on your side to make sure that we're negotiating for you to get you some really great incentives. We've even got some people into some really, really low interest rates at this specific community, as low as 3.9%. So please reach out to me so we can get you connected with that. Next up, you're going to want to be prepared to use the builder's lender. Now, we may already have you pre-approved with one of our local lenders, or maybe you've got a friend or somebody in the business. But when it comes to new construction, they tie the incentives and a lot of the negotiation to using their builder. Now, when that happens, it's pretty much impossible for even your best friend or your brother to give you a better deal than what they're going to offer. So be prepared that you're probably going to need to shift to that lender when that time comes. And last but not least, I always like to point out that when you buy new construction, it does not come with any sort of window coverings or landscaping in the backyard. That means those are two things that you're going to want to factor into your costs before making this purchase. And you're definitely going to want to set up to have window coverings in before you actually move in. Otherwise, you'll get all moved in and unpack your boxes, and nighttime comes and you go get in your jammies and realize you're staring straight at your neighbor who also forgot about the window coverings. So make sure you put that into place ahead of time. We'll help you through that process when we walk you through. That is it for our breakdown of this beautiful D.R. Horton community here in Winchester. Some really great bang for your buck here, some really nice large floor plans for the area, along with amenities that you don't actually have to pay for, which is really great as well. As Winchester continues to grow and be built out, I think this is a really good spot to be putting your money for now and watch some of that equity grow over the years. So thank you so much for tuning in today. If you have any questions about this community or moving to the Temecula Valley in general, please feel free to reach out to me. Clients do it all the time from our YouTube videos. I'd love to hear from you. You can call us, you can text us, you can send an email, you can even schedule a one-on-one Zoom consultation by clicking down into the description below. Clicking to that link takes you directly to the calendar, and we'll schedule a one-on-one Zoom call to chat with you about moving to the area, give you some information. No pressure. I want to answer any questions that you've got before you actually make the move here. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time.